Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the National Volleyball Centre here in Kettering for what promises to be a fantastic day of volleyball. We've got an action-packed rota for you, as we did pretty much yesterday, starting with a sitting GP Invitational match. It's East London Lynx versus the sitting GP All-Stars taking place this morning. Then after that, we've got the second leg of the Super 8 women's match, Team Northumbria versus Bologna. And then, of course, that'll be followed by the Super 8 men's match, IBB Bologna London versus Team Northumbria. I'm joined today by Dave Roberts, who you might know from his time playing volleyball as well as his coaching. Good afternoon, Dave. Welcome to the volleyball and what promises to be a great day.
Yeah, good morning, James. Looking forward to an action-packed day of volleyball today here at the National Centre in Kettering. The first game will get underway very, very shortly. Set to be a really good game.
Dave, tell us a little bit about what you do, because obviously you've been involved with volleyball for quite a few years now. You've represented GB yourself. You do a bit of coaching. Talk to us about what you do.
I'm currently the head coach for the Under-17 girls programme here in England. So running that programme, which is a very new position to myself. That's where we are at the moment.
And also you've played quite a bit yourself. You've represented Team GB.
No, not Team GB, unfortunately. I was in a programme that was a task supporter programme for the beach and indoor many moons ago. Currently playing for Sheffield City Volleyball Club.
So a man who knows his volleyball. Very fortunate to have you with us today, Dave. So looking ahead to this sitting match then, London Lynx have done a double this year. They've won both the sitting Grand Prix and the sitting Cup for a second year running. And they face an all-stars team made up of pretty much the best of the rest sitting Grand Prix teams, except of course those who are out in Florida representing the GB Invictus sitting volleyball team. So this is an exhibition match, but it's still best of 5 sets. And the rules pretty much are the same as regular volleyball, but stating the obvious really, the players will be sitting for the duration of this match, and that of course makes it a bit more difficult, doesn't it, really, Dave?
Yeah, it's a faster-paced game. Lots of technical and tactical pieces putting out there, especially your defence systems and your block patterns. Different to the indoor game that you can block the service, and the courts, as you can definitely see there, it's a lot smaller.
And of course, the net being lower. Who would you fancy as the favourites in this match? Because obviously London Lynx are used to playing together. They've won trophies together. Yeah, the all-star team, well, they're all talented players, but they might not be as experienced playing together.
I would go with that, yeah. Lynx look out there, looking at them, the team together, playing together, and you've got those systems and communication patterns in place that make life a hell of a lot easier when you're playing the game. And
I think you mentioned Robert Richardson actually currently represents Team GB, doesn't he? So he's going to be one to keep an eye on for today. Yeah, depth of experience there, supporting his team. You can see now, looking at the feed, communicating with his players prior to the first point. Right, so the match then just about to get underway, and it looks like it's going to be East London Lynx to start us off with the serve. And as we've seen over the last few days, getting off to a good start is always a positive and important thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's the opportunity to build momentum from the beginning. You can carry that through the game. You can see there the GP team there wiping off the block for the first point of the game. So a good start by the Grand Prix All-Stars then. And they'll get the chance now to serve themselves. Well, block service there, block service. That's it, and that's one of the differences, I suppose, from sitting volleyball to regular volleyball, is you can actually block the serve, can't you? Yeah, you can see that. You'll see that throughout the game. There'll be attempts to try and block the serve and wipe off the serve on from the service, really. And actually, blocking is going to be a big factor of this game, as we saw Mark speak there with the block at the front of the net, and he's just gone back to the court now, at the back of the court to serve. So 2-1 to GP at the moment, as both teams are settling into this match. And attempted smash then by Robert Richardson, our just GP going wide player of the court there. Yeah, that's so it's obviously smaller courts, and it's service error there by Mark Speak, clipping the top of the net band. Service goes back to London Lynx. So 2-3 at the moment then. And that's well left then by Mark Speak. And I guess serving equally as important, if not more important, in sitting volleyball, because you've really got to get it right, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, the serve in both the sitting and the standing is an opportunity for you to build momentum and go through your block defense systems and cluster points.
Well, a good rally that actually. I think the longest rally of the match so far, and I think it was
Sean Poole there setting the ball slightly too wide for the outside player to make a contact.
The Pollard, I think that was a great serve that though by I think that was Dudley Tring, the GP All-Stars captain.
Ace service. Good momentum builder.
Well, I think we maybe we're a bit quick to name our favourites, because GP have got off to a good start, haven't they? But still a long way to go in this.
Yeah, it's the start of the game. Everyone's trying to find their feet, pick up the pace and rhythm of the game. Players playing out of position, maybe. As you'll notice, the game's very, very quick, very fast pace, and difficult to move, especially when you sat down.
Yeah, it's definitely quicker points, isn't it? As we're about to see Robert Richardson serving for the first time today.
Good rally there, finished off by number 8, Ben Richards for the Team GP. And
one point that you made beforehand, Dave, is that it's actually more difficult in some ways for the able-bodied players, because they've got more of their body to get out of the way, haven't they?
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, I played the game for the Barbarians pre-2012 in the preparation for the Team GB just before London Olympics. It's definitely a disadvantage to have your legs, really. Just they get in the way. Movement is difficult, and it's really, really painful on the inside of the knees.
Is there a temptation to stand up when you're playing?
Certainly is. You've got to make sure that your lower torso is in contact with the floor when you're playing the game. So as an able-bodied player, it's a new movement in comparison to the standing game. So it's tempting to get your backside off the floor and make the shots.
Because I've never played sitting volleyball myself. I have played walking football, and we were sort of discussing this before we came on air, that when you do something your whole life where your body wants to move in a certain way, you have to then sort of send the opposite signals from your brain to convince yourself, actually, no, I can't do that. So that's a challenge, I guess, for the players. And a lot of these able-bodied players, I imagine, will be playing regular volleyball as well.
Yeah, Mark Speak there for the Team GP plays for Newcastle Staffs in the Division 2 NBL League. So, but he's been playing sitting volleyball for a number of years, so we're quite experienced and used to the movement patterns and how to move effectively and efficiently in the sitting game.
So after the first technical timeout, it is the All-Stars that head into the second part of this match. First set with a slight advantage, but East London Lynx
clawing back the points.
Yeah, they're definitely, that's a good way of putting it. They're clawing back the points. They're starting to find their rhythm a bit more, aren't they? And in fact, now it's 3 points straight since that technical timeout, so maybe it's disrupted a little bit of the All-Stars rhythm there.
Yeah, fast-paced serving there from Sean Poole. As soon as he's got the ball in his hand, he's looking to place the ball back in the court and put the GP All-Stars under pressure.
It's almost palmed over then by Georgina Gledhill, but it got the job done, didn't it? And it's the first point after the technical timeouts for the All-Stars.
Good swing there by Robert. Taking a touch on the way out. Point back for East London Lynx.
And for the players that are used to playing regular volleyball, I suppose they've got to try and reel in the pace a little bit, haven't they? Because if you make too much contact with the ball and you hit it with too much power, it's going to go long.
Absolutely, yeah. The court's 6 meters long. If you wrap in around like you would be on the standing game, that's flying a long way out of the back court.
Well,
Ian Legrand there unhappy with the referee's decision, claiming there was a lift. Unfortunately, wasn't seen by the referee, and the ball's gone out wide. Point to GP All-Stars.
that was a good hit at the net there by Dudley Tring, the captain for GP All Stars. And they maintain a 2-point gap at the moment.
Quick ball there by London Lynx. Ned puts the ball away. Point back to East London Lynx.
So I think the most notable thing for me for this is just how quickly the points go by. You know, really it's a case of blink and you miss. Right, Sam Gill with the serve, kept in well then by Ben Richards. Oh, well, that's a good effort there, isn't it, by was that Georgina Gledhill, perhaps desperately trying to get back for that one at the end, but just unable to quite get there, and the point goes the way of East London Lynx. 10-all the score.
Good block service there from Mark Speak.
Yeah, that's proved to be quite a good shot, hasn't it, for the All-Stars?
Yeah, just the height profile of the net on a low serve. They're going to come under pressure, London.
Referee's seen something here.
The referee signaling a net foul. The point goes to GP All-Stars.
Well, it's a lot closer than perhaps we'd envisaged beforehand, as Vicky Widdop has a quick word with the referee, something she's obviously unhappy with, but the point goes the way of the All-Stars. 12-10 then, and it was the All-Stars that headed into the first time out with the points advantage, but since then East London have settled and are certainly playing their way back into this game nicely. Big call that by Sean Paul.
Oh, great pick up there by Sean. Oh, net touch there by Rob.
Oh, that's unfortunate there for East London Lynx, because that was some great work by Paul to try and keep that rally going. In the end, though, the fault by one of his teammates, and the point goes the way of the All-Stars. Again, Vicky Widdop is having a word with the referee, giving her views. She's not happy about something, is she? But nevertheless, the referee's decision is final.
Speak to serve.
Long serve that by.
Oh, fortunate block there at the net, pushing over the player. East London Lynx to serve, putting the pressure back on. Who will be the first team to make it into the second technical?
Oh, just wide there by Dudley Tring.
I think it clipped the antenna on the way out there. Point back to East London. Score is 13-0.
Nothing in between these two sides at the moment, as you say, Dave. Heading into the second technical timeout. It's a great long serve there.
Good call there by Mark Speak. Oh, violation.
Well, the referee's certainly been busy in this first set. And the East London Lynx are ahead for the first time this match. Well, that's fantastic work there by Dudley Tring.
Yeah, good swing there by Mark, bringing the scores back to all square.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it? Is it's just sort of trying to control that power with the smashes, and it's just gone a little bit long, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone a bit long. It looks like he's looking for a block touch on the way out there, trying to gamble on the point.
So once again, it's the the All-Stars that will be heading into the second technical timeout with the slight advantage. And psychologically, Dave, when you're heading into timeouts with the ascendancy, with the points advantage yourself, it must make a bit of a difference and change your mind frame in the way the coaches talk to their teams in the technical timeout.
Yeah, GP All-Stars have just got 2 points in a row, building momentum now. But when the technical comes up like this, it gives the opportunity for the opposition to kind of settle, for the coach to get out some information there, technically or tactically, and for the team to then go back out and execute on what the coach is asking them to deliver on. Follow the game plan.
And I'm sure we'll see more of this later in the day and perhaps maybe even later in this game. But when the coach is calling timeout at the latter parts of the game, psychologically, often that's to break the rhythm of the serving opponent, or just to get maybe just to try and get under their skin a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes uses a momentum disruption, and also just giving the piece of information, going back over the game plan, because in the games later on this afternoon, I can guarantee that Dave Goodchild and the other guys from Bologna would have been watching the video from last night, produced a game plan based on the stats that they've got, and the players will be expected to execute.
So just not quite enough height there by Sean Paul for East London Lynx, and they find themselves 3 points behind, and the next few points are going to be crucial because they don't want to find themselves much further behind. Well, that's good blocking there at the net again, this time by Kev Tan, and well, they're starting to pull away a little bit, the All-Stars here, and the timeout is called, indeed, as we were discussing there, this time by the East London Lynx coaching team. And I think probably this is a good time, if any, to maybe have a bit of a break in play with the All-Stars pulling ahead.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for Ian to have a little chat with his players. We talk about some attacking options, keeping the ball high, keeping it off the net, and putting the pressure back onto GP All-Stars. Knowing Ian from many years ago when I was playing, I can imagine this timeout being quite concise, quite relaxed, and good information given to his players about what to do to get the momentum back.
So let's see what they can do after that timeout to try and get themselves back into this. And that's a positive start by the All-Stars, and the points deficit now up to 5, and it's starting to be a little bit concerning this for East London Lynx. A good run of points this by the All-Stars, and another great serve by Dudley Tring, and he really is on a bit of a roll at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the hot players on court, especially behind the service line. Certainly applying the pressure, mixing his serves up.
Just missing the line there though, and I think East London Lynx will be relieved to see his serve coming to an end. Can they put together a little run themselves now? Who better, Robert Richardson, to get things going?
Deep float serve off Mark Speak's hands.
Possibly slightly fortunate there, because it looked to have quite a bit of pace in it. Whether or not that would have dropped inside the court, I don't know. But
yeah, I think a little bit indecision there by Mark to play that ball.
Well, that's the start that he will have wanted on his serve.
Good block there by Sean Paul. Showing his height profile at the net, finishing the block. Point goes back to East London.
And Harry Dawson desperately chucked a foot out. But, well, this is a good little run here by East London Lynx. This is exactly the response they'll have wanted.
Again, a serve by Robert. Off Mark Speak again. The referee calls a let there. I think there was a violation by Mark there for lifting.
So they've closed the gap, haven't they? And this has been a good little run of serves by Robert Richardson.
Yeah, he's certainly applying this pressure from behind the service line. Again, good serve. Looks like a net touch there that's been missed.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
point to East London Lynx. Touch there on the way
so
out.
what's happened is it made contact with the player on the way through, is it?
Yeah, I think it touched.
Well,
I think it touched Harry Dawson on the way out there.
Vicky Widdop with the smash. Well, there's that draws an end to Robert Richardson's serve then. Harry Dawson in the centre there, possibly, was it? With
Some really good serving there by Robert Richardson.
that's fantastic play there by Ben Richards, picking his spot well. No power needed, just precision. And a technical timeout called by the East London Lynx coach. And, well, now's probably the time to maybe take a little break. They've got their way back into this match after being 5 or 6 points behind, but All Stars really now don't have to do too much wrong. They just need to coast their way to the end of this first set, and really it's down to East London Lynx to try and bring their game to put a bit of pressure on the All Stars.
Yeah, GP All Stars. All they have to do now is just trade until the end of the set. If Lynx get the serve back and can apply the pressure behind the service line, they have an opportunity going into the 20s.
So approaching the business end of this first set.
Service error there by Kevin Tan. Momentum goes back and swings towards East London Lynx. Ball played over first time there by Ned. And brings the point back to London Lynx.
And this is the kind of response that East London Lynx will have wanted after that technical timeout. After that timeout, should I say, called by their coach.
Stuff blocked there by Ned.
And just like that, they're back in it, 20-all. Ian Legrand will have called the timeout, hoping to get a response like this. Oh, and that's just dropped inside. And the point goes the way of the All-Stars. And this is the thing, isn't it? Is they just take their chances when they can. A couple of good serves now, and they've won the first set.
Referee seen a net touch there by Vicky.
It's a shame the rally came to an end like that, because that was really shaping up to be an exciting point. So set points to the All-Stars. What can London Lynx do from here?
Mark Speak there with a point, wipe off.
And that's it then, the end of the first set, going away of the Grand Prix All-Stars, and they were the stronger team from the start, and got themselves in that position where they were just 3 points away from the first set, and they did exactly what we said they would do. Won the point when they got the chance to, and have indeed taken that first set. Are you surprised by that? Or, I mean, the way they've played, it's like they've played together before. They've known each other's game really from the outset.
Yeah, a very compact unit defensively, keeping the ball off the deck, and service runs. They made a massive difference beginning in the set to pull away, give themselves that point cushion. And then Dudley just going behind the service line and putting in a string of service, 4 or 5 in a row, put the pressure on East London Lynx that couldn't really match that pressure.
That was the turning point, wasn't it? Is that string of serves by Dudley, like you say, it was a good sort of 5, 6, possibly even 7 points in a row that he got from the back of the court there, and he's a definite voice of authority amongst the team there, and having a chat. He's got a big long grey beard, and that face shouts experience to me.
Gandalf of the volleyball world, really.
You shall not pass. So what can East London Lynx do from here then? They're a set down. The momentum firmly with the Grand Prix All-Stars at the moment. And they're going to have to. They're used to winning. They're used to winning matches. They're used to winning trophies. Having won the double this year, winning the Grand Prix and the Sitting Cup for the second year running. So, double, 4 trophies in 2 years. They're a team that's used to winning. They're not going to just lie down and let this match pass them by.
No, you're right there, James. There's a lot of experience out there. They'll put that first set to bed, learn from those service runs, look to get off that rotation pretty quickly, and put the pressure on from the service line. And again, at the net, there were some good blocks out there from Sean Paul and Ned, helping towards clustering the points.
Yeah, Sean Paul was particularly impressive for me, actually. You're right, with some of his blocks at the net. He could be a player that'll make a difference in the second set.
And Rob Richardson towards the end of the set there, putting a cluster of 4 serves together, putting the pressure back onto GP All-Stars. It makes a big difference when it comes to the 20s.
And just to recap, Robert Richardson is a representative of Team GB, so there is definite talent in this East London Lynx side, make no doubt about that, as the teams make their way back out onto the court for the second set. Still morning here in Kettering, but still a few people made their way out to see this exhibition match. Nothing compared to the noise we're expecting later when the Polonia fans return with their drums and klaxons and vocal support. Definitely worth sticking about and listening to that if you get the chance to later today.
Yeah, this afternoon's games are set to be high pace, high octane.
That's great stuff, isn't it? That's Dudley Tring again, making his presence felt. Some great blocking at the front of net. He's not just a server, he's got all sorts in his game. He's definitely the difference between the two sides for me at the moment.
Yeah, clinical offense there, looking for the block out, unreturnable. Good quick pace attack there by Mark Speak.
Yeah, there's no getting that back. As much as Robert Richardson tried, that ball hit him with real pace, and not a lot he can do about that. So, a great start to the second set for the All-Stars.
The All-Stars made a few changes in the second set, bringing on number 4, Tyler.
Tyler McLaren brought on then.
And Stephanie Fu made an appearance in the second set.
Well, this is not what East London Lynx would have wanted at the beginning of this set. They would have wanted to start well, and they already find themselves under a bit of pressure. So let's see how they can react to that and try and find their way back into this match. Well, 4 hits that was, wasn't it? So East London Lynx getting their first point then.
Yeah, it's important they took that point there. So it brings the point difference back to 2 points. If we can build a cluster now, we get back to 3 all.
What can Vicky Widdop, their captain, do from the service line?
Going after Kev Tan there on the service.
Well, you heard the calls there of me by Mark Speak, but just not quite getting the contact with the ball right. And I'll tell you what we're seeing in this game is little clusters of points, aren't we? So there's no need to rule anyone out, but that serve going wide. And actually, this good start by the All-Stars in this set. Certainly taking the pressure off them when it comes to service.
Oh, good block there by Mark Speak. Well reached, put the ball back down onto London Lynx side.
Yeah, it was a good long reach that, wasn't it? And it was hit down with pace.
The All-Stars are really mixing up this serving. If they continue this way, they'll be into the first technical timeout pretty quickly.
Yeah, and it's some pretty solid serving by Harry Dawson. But that's almost like a few points of pent-up aggression there.
Yeah, good set there. Ned putting the ball away. From power at the net to too much power behind the service line. The first technical timeout.
I think this has come at the right time for East London Lynx because they're struggling to settle into this second set. 5 points behind. A set behind. Something needs to change, otherwise they could be on their way to a 2-set deficit. So, Spieth to get us going again.
Net touch there unnecessarily by East London Lynx. Gives an easy point to the All-Stars.
Samantha Gill as well, the look on her face, she knew she had made contact with the net then. And one of the volunteers then just drying up a wet patch on the court. A big team involved in getting these events going, and a credit to them, the volunteers who help out all weekend. Oh, referee's seen something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, net touch there on the block.
Yeah.
By Dudley, looking surprised at the referee, but the referee knew he touched the net.
So, East London Lynx then will be looking to put together a string of points here, won't they? Starting with Samantha Gill's serve. Oh, that's a great block, isn't it? Yeah. Could we see a shift in momentum here?
Good front line here for East London Lynx. See what pressure they can apply offensively.
And what's interesting is you see these little battles at the net where it almost seems like the ball just stops in mid-air, but East London Lynx coming out on top there and close it down to 3 points.
Strength by Sean Poole there.
Oh, just a little quaint poke there by Dudley Tring, and it's next now him to serve. And it was about this point in the first set that he put together that good little run. Let's see what he can do in this set. Oh, well, he hesitates there, didn't he, Dudley Tring? He called mine. A bit of a breakdown in communication between him and Tan, number 10, and it's resulted in him losing his serve. And I think, judging on his form in the past set, London Lynx will be pretty pleased that that's come to an end as quickly as it has.
Yeah, with the form he had in the previous set and the form that Rob Richardson had, Lynx be over the moon that he missed that ball there.
Yeah, that's good communication there by East London Lynx, and they're certainly making their way back into this game. A big shout of leave. They're operating a bit better as a unit now, so a bit of pressure on the All-Stars. Let's see how they cope with this. Back serving now is our Team GB star Robert Richardson.
Fantastic top spin serve there by Rob Richardson.
What a serve that was, wasn't it? And I think Dudley Tring doing all he can really just to get contact with that, and Tan doing his best to get across to try and keep that point alive. But here we're seeing the quality of Richardson. But the block serve proving too much. And All Stars now back on serve, this time with Tan. Great rally that, really great rally, and great communication by London Lynx. Robert Richardson shouting my midway through that rally, and in the end it's that communication that's helped them to win that point.
Yeah, and the block presence at the net with Sean Poole there, proving a real asset to the London Lynx team. His high profile there.
A nice little poke by Tan.
Yeah, just finding the space in the corner, putting the pressure back onto London Lynx. GPA come back to serve.
Well, referee's seen something he doesn't like here. Having a word with the captain of East London Lynx, Vicky Widdup. Not too sure what's being discussed here.
Everybody seems to be taking it in good nature. Ready to serve. Ned with a cross-court swing there. Mark Speak. Oh, that should be 4. There it is. Point back to London Lynx.
So what was that? Contact with the net, or?
No, the ball clipped the top of the net band and came back onto his own side. And as soon as a player touches it, the referee's going to signal 4 contacts, and the point goes to the other team. So East London Lynx now with the service. Score is 11-12.
And we're 5 points down at one point in this set, and they've brought it back to just a point now. And doing very nicely at the moment, thank you very much. But that is excellent precision play there by Tyler McLaren. And the result of that is that he's earned a 2-point lead for his side and the opportunity to serve. Well, and it's a bit strong. A loud call there by, I think it was Grosje, shouting out, and his teammates certainly heard that call, and point deficit just back down to 1. Dudley Tring doing what he does best, out wide, lots of power, and psychologically the All-Stars heading towards that technical timeout in the ascendancy at the moment.
Great serve there by Harry into the face of number 18.
Pollard, I think it was. Not much you could do about that really, other than try and get out the way. Great blocking there by Grosje. Well, if they can pull this back, you just don't know, do you? I mean, All Stars have the 2-point lead at the moment. Big point in this. Yeah, well, it's gone the way of the Grand Prix All Stars, and it's them that go into this technical timeout with the ascendancy. And I tell you what, that's all 4 technical timeouts we've had so far that the Grand Prix All Stars have led going into, and that's going to definitely be making a difference to their team talks and the way that they approach the way they play when they come out.
Yeah, towards the end of that point there, the London Lynx team's lack of discipline in terms of their defensive systems and how they operated at the net. It certainly wasn't what we saw at the beginning of the set, with the likes of Sean Poole and Ned at the front of the net, showing their presence and dominating that.
Well, we saw London Lynx coming back at the after being 5 or 6 points down earlier on in the set. They're 3 points down now. You can see from the body language between the 2 sets of teams that the All Stars are going to be happier of the 2. But the ball firmly in their side of the court at the moment. So it's the All-Stars to get us going again. And that's not the start that the London Lynx would have wanted, but
No.
nevertheless.
Ace serve there by Mark Speak, putting the pressure back on to London Lynx. Again, Sean Paul showing his presence at the net. Kev Tan can't go anywhere other than to his hands. Point goes to East London Lynx.
Yeah, he's got a good presence at the front of the court there, and that's 2 crucial points. A bit of momentum building here, perhaps. Oh, well, it was going out, wasn't it? But nothing that Grosje could do. He'd already committed to the point. And it's Dudley Tring back on serve. Let's see what he can do.
Sean Paul there called for lifting. Well, there seems to be a pattern occurring with Dudley Tring's serve. Goes cross court, then line.
And that's the London Lynx head coach Ian Legrand calling the timeout then. And I can't say I blame him, because it looks like Dudley Tring was about to build a bit of momentum there, wasn't it? He won 2 of his first service points. He won a fair few in a row in the last set. And that's something he's going to want to put a stop to if he can.
Yeah, Dudley certainly is applying the pressure behind the service line, really taking the game to London Lynx, really asking questions in terms of them defensively and offensively. Can they match this serve with an attack? We'll see straight after this timeout.
So it's the All-Stars who make their way out onto the court first, and they're going to be the more confident of the 2 teams. But we're about to see a substitution, and it's Harry Dawson being taken off to be replaced by Keith Hill. And it's their coach who's in fact coming on. So this is an interesting turn of events. And that timeout, should I say, has done exactly what Ian Legrand would have wanted to do, and that's halt Dudley Tring's service game.
Yeah, easy point there for the coach. He'll put that in his pocket as a point for himself.
Well, perhaps the wrong choice of shot there by Kev Tan. Was always going to be struggling to get a smash there, wasn't he, when he was sort of falling down. So the timeout definitely coming at the right time, and London Lynx now with a bit of momentum. That's a great shot there, though, by Keith Hill, finding the space on the courts.
Yeah, looking for the short option, bringing out the player down the line. Definitely applying pressure now. Can they see the set out?
What a serve. What a serve by Kev Tan. Power, certainly something he's got in his locker. And a timeout called by the London Lynx coach. Personally, I can only see this going one way at the moment. I know it seems like I'm stating the obvious there, but there's a long way back for East London Lynx at the moment.
Yeah, the GP All-Stars putting together good service runs, applying the pressure at the right time, asking questions of the Lynx team. And at the moment, they're not able to come up with the answers.
Well, trailing by 5 points in this set, already trailing by a set overall. They've had a couple of tactical timeouts called at the right times. Let's see if they can respond to this one. A fantastic serve by Kevin Tan then. Let's see what he can do on return to the court. Another fantastic serve, and it was Grosje that tried to stop the power, but there's nothing you can do about those, and the All-Stars are steamrolling their way to this second set.
Yeah, Kev Tan with some good topspin serves, really putting the pressure on. Let's see if we can apply the right amount of pressure and power in this next serve. Goes for finesse there over power.
Well, you never know. Sean Paul now with a chance to serve. And it's now or never, really. Well, he's done what he can there. Tyler McLaren. He's got the block in, but it's just too much power and a smash there by the London Lynx. And it's weak wrist, that, isn't it? And that's unfortunate because they were putting together a good little rally there. Samantha Gill unable to keep it going. And we'll see now 5 set points to the All-Stars.
Good power there from Ned. Off the block and out. Point goes back to East London Lynx.
Oh, that's an absolutely fantastic block there by Grosje, and he's using his power to his advantage at the moment. Just 2 set points saved, 3 to go. You just never know.
You never know. Good deep service there, putting the pressure on. Rob Richardson scooping up the ball off the floor. Oh.
And
referee rightly calls that as a carry. Point goes to East London Lynx. They are certainly putting the pressure now from the service line and holding out mid-rally.
Well, Amanda Pollard is putting together a good little run here. Oh, and that's that. It seemed like only a matter of time when there's that many set points. Dudley Tring, very calm and collective. Out was the call from him. So 2 sets to 0 now to the All-Stars. They've been controlling this match, winning both of the sets, 25-22. And it's those good starts that have piled the pressure on East London Lynx, Dave, and they've been struggling to recover.
Yeah, a cheeky little point there at the end from Kev Tam, putting an end to the service run, just placing the ball in front of the server, making it near impossible to get hold of the ball. It'd be interesting to see if the All-Star team can apply the same pressure at the beginning of this set and take this 3-0.
I don't know if you just picked that up over the audio there, but we are available via Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us. Hashtag SuperAce16. Let us know where you are in the world, why you're not in Kettering watching the volleyball today. We've had people all over the world getting in touch over the past couple of days. Someone from Texas, I think that's the furthest we've had people watching from. So let us know where you are. If you'd like to get in touch with us, jump on Twitter. Hashtag SuperAce16. So East London Lynx find themselves 2 sets down, and we were just discussing there, weren't we, Dave, that the body language on their bench is not one of a positive nature. Understandably, they're 2 sets down, and it'll be interesting to see how they can respond now. They need a good start, don't they?
Yeah, build themselves into the set early doors, put some pressure on behind the service line, and play some good block defence. You know, it picks everybody's confidence up in the team, and we start performing.
Well, how's that for a psychological advantage? They've got that first point, a big cheer from the team.
Yeah, good block there by Rob Richardson. Good structure in front of the hit. Point goes to London Lynx.
I make that only the second time this match they've been ahead in a set, so let's see how they do when they're ahead. And that didn't last long, did it? The power of Mark Speak there, attempted block by London Lynx.
No, a very intelligent shot there by Mark, going off the top of the block, giving the defenders no chance to scramble that ball back up.
Yeah, that's great play there by Mark Speak, dictating a point from out wide there. Also some good blocking from Georgina Gledhill.
Yeah, Robert Richardson looks a little bit disappointed with himself there for shot selection. Another error from Rob Richardson, looks very disappointed with himself. All that experience he's got from playing the London 2012 Olympics.
So Tyler McLaren with some solid serving here. A big shout of frustration there by Mark Speak. Was that on the side of the court there?
Yeah, chasing the ball, forced an error, touching the net. Easy point from London Lynx there. Good fast-paced rally put to bed there by Rob Richardson. Certainly showing his presence at the net in this first part of the game.
Clever play that. Very clever play that by Mark Speak. Finding the gap, stinking the ball over the net.
Yeah, ball over on 2 when the block's pinched in the middle makes it impossible for anyone on the sitting side to get round to cover that.
Oh, that's unfortunate, that. Stephanie Fu's done well to get to it, and Dudley Tring just unable to keep the rally going. 4-all, it's a bit closer this set. London Lynx have upped their game a bit.
Dudley couldn't find the line this time off Rob Richardson's hands.
And we've seen that mistake made a couple of times this match, when the ball's out wide and you're sort of leaning into the shot. Dudley Tring just struggling.
Oh, Sean Poole again, showing his presence in the net. You can't get past that man today.
Well, we've had our first tweet of the morning, and that's from Lisa Wainwright, who's tweeted in saying, "World Para Volley Sport Director, thanks for all your support. Good luck in Rio." Thanks for that, Lisa. If you do want to get in touch with us, and our hashtag is #Super8s16, so Super8s16. Get in touch with us on the Twitter. And
Ned deciding to go with his feet there, the post using his hands, misjudging the flight of the serve.
And a little bit of momentum was building for East London Lynx then, but the All-Stars have found their way back into it. But they certainly seem to have come into this set with a bit more about them. But the referee's seen something he doesn't like, and he's the points.
Yeah, it's called Sean Poole there on a carry. It's a bit of a long contact from the quick set from Rob Richardson. The referee got that right. Backcourt spike there by Vicky, certainly showing the power. putting Mark Speak under lots of pressure in defence.
Yeah, not a lot that Speak could have done about that, was there? And the score's 7-all, and I'd say the tendencies with East London Lynx at the moment. They're looking to get their way back into this after losing the first 2 sets. This is the best we've seen them play this match so far. And the point going the way, though, of the All-Stars, and once again, they take the lead into the technical timeout. A clever little dink there by Ben Richards, and once again, they take the advantage into that technical timeout.
Yeah, trading points the early part of the set. No one really got a clear advantage at the moment. It'll be interesting to see how it goes into the second technical and going in towards the 20s.
So the teams make their way out back onto the courts then after that first technical timeout in this third and potentially deciding set. Things going the way of the All-Stars so far. And it's Ben Richards to serve. Oh, that's fantastic there by McLaren to keep that going.
Good rally. Be a good one to win. Oh, Sean Poole there, left-handed. Puts the ball down.
That's definitely the longest rally we've had of the match so far. Fantastic work by McLaren to keep that going with the hit from right out on the left-hand side of the court. But as you rightly say, Dave, Sean Poole with the hit to win that point. And psychologically, that's one that you kind of feel East London Lynx needed to win. They're now just a point, well, they're level on scores. They would have been 2 points behind. And there's definitely more momentum with them in this set.
Yeah, Sean Poole's having a good service run throughout the game, so he's clustering points and applying the pressure when he's behind that service line, mixing his serves up long and short, and there you go again. Short serve puts the receiver under pressure. Mark Speak can't quite reach the second ball.
And actually, we see East London Lynx with a 2-point advantage for the first time this match. So can they build a little bit of a lead here and maybe try and work their way back into this match? Well, that sounded like it made contact on the way through, and it did. I think it caught the wrist of the outstretched wrist of Ben Richards, and this little bit of momentum that East London Lynx are building is continuing. It's some good serving by Sean Poole.
Good defensive cover there by Sean, as well as a serve. Oh, and then it goes Rob Richardson with a spike, contacted by Ben Richardson. Ben Richards unfortunately was out. So point goes to East London Lynx.
We've not seen the All-Stars under pressure like this before in this match, so it's interesting to see how they respond now. 4 points behind. Make that 5 points. I think there was contact with the net, was there then?
No, the referee's seen a carry there by Stephanie Fu. Right call. It definitely was a carry. Oh, some confusion there.
Absolutely.
Richard Stacey Chapman pressing the timeout buzzer just after the referee had blown for the service. Easy point there for East London Lynx.
And who's to blame there then? Is it the coach or is it the players for not concentrating?
Sometimes coaches can do that to cause a disruption and momentum changer. However, if the players aren't in tune with what the coach is thinking, it's an easy point for East London Lynx because they served and then applied the pressure.
Oh, I don't think any of us saw this coming, did we? Since the technical timeout, East London Lynx have won 7 consecutive points. And this is unlike what we've seen from the All-Stars so far this match. Some great momentum being built here by East London Lynx. A good time to call a timeout, albeit with a moment of confusion. They find themselves 6 points behind, and unless they get a little run going now, East London Lynx could be getting a foothold back in this game.
it's important that Sean Poole keeps his concentration and maintains the discipline at this serve, especially after a timeout. Puts him in a great opportunity going into the technical.
Well, that's the response that the All-Stars would have wanted. Dudley Tring using his physical height and presence to win the point, and he's on serve, and we know he's able to put together a string of points, which is what the All-Stars are going to need now. So let's see how his serve pans out. And it's just trickled over, but not made any contact with any East London Lynx players, and they maintain that 6-point gap.
Good shot there from Ned, using the block to his advantage, scoring a point. You can see that London Lynx have started this game with a different lineup, certainly making things difficult for Dudley behind that service line. A complete different service reception unit to look at. And there we go, East London Lynx take the point and go into the technical timeout.
Well, that's a massive spell in the match for them. They looked down and out, didn't they? 8-7 down, 2 sets down at the previous technical timeout. And now they find themselves 7 points ahead and very much on their way to taking this third set and giving themselves a strong foothold in this match. If they can just keep doing what they're doing, then you can only really see one winner in this set as it stands. A long way back for the All-Stars. Their coach certainly going to have a few things to say.
If East London Lynx can maintain discipline and focus for the rest of this set, we'll be into a 2-1 game going into the 4th set.
And with momentum behind East London Lynx, you wouldn't put it past them. Perhaps maybe taking this into a 5th set, but still got to get the job done on this set first of all. A technical timeout possibly coming at the right time for the All-Stars. They're going to have to put together a very good string of points. This is the most dominant spell of play we've seen in this match so far. And it's gone to the way of the team who are trailing by 2 sets. Interesting stuff. Amanda Pollard to get us going once again.
Good serve there by Amanda, short to zone 1, causing problems for Dudley to get the ball into the setter.
It's absolute domination by East London Lynx. It's like they've suddenly just woken up.
Fantastic set there by Rob Richards, finding Ned, put the ball down the middle of court, point goes to East London Lynx.
9 points ahead in this 3rd set. 2 sets down though, so they've left it late, but well, Speak showing a bit more of what we've grown used to in this match so far. The points deficit now down to 8. They're going to have to put together a phenomenal run to find their way back into this though. Stephanie Fu steps up to serve.
Fantastic set there by Vicky to Rob Richardson, who using his experience there to go off the top of the block. Couldn't quite reach that and landed in the middle of court. Point again goes to East London Lynx.
Something that Dudley Tring's unhappy about, but nevertheless it's still a 9-point gap. Oh, it's all going the way of the East London Lynx at the moment. Amanda Pollard managing to get down well with that one.
Yeah, good aggressive swing there by Mark Speak. Unfortunately, the block in front placed the pressure back onto the All-Stars.
It's amazing what a bit of confidence does though, doesn't it? They're operating as a team, albeit they didn't win that point.
Lack of communication at that point of who's got what in terms of roles and responsibilities.
So well played there by Speak.
Yeah, roof block there by Mark Speak.
And it's McLaren to serve. Why the call from the East London Lynx team? They're not quite sure why that point's gone against them, but it has.
The referee's seen a net touch there and given the point to the All-Stars. I'm not too sure there was a net touch.
Well, no one seemed to want that, did they? It was fell in the middle of the All-Stars. Dudley Tring was the man to possibly get it, but the point goes the way of the East London Lynx. An absolute dominant performance in this third set by East London Lynx. I didn't think they had it in them, to be honest with you, based on the first two sets, but this is really showing us what they're made of now.
Yeah, net touch there. Sends the point towards the All-Stars. Rob Richardson shutting the point out there. Point goes to London Lynx. Can they put a service run together now to see this set out?
It would take something really spectacular for them not to go on and win this set now.
Lack of concentration there by Samantha Gill. Point goes to All-Stars.
Well, it is now set points and well, 10 set points for East London Lynx. So they're going to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, they've dominated this set with discipline and focus and good service runs, really, applying the pressure to the All-Star team.
All-Stars just sort of fell asleep, didn't they, after that first technical timeout. 1 set point saved.
Oh, fantastic shot there by Tyler, finding the deep corner, applying the pressure to the East London Lynx seed.
Well, it's a little bit like it's too little too late, really, isn't it? They need to win the next 7 points just to force this into a 2-point shootout.
And there it is. Set point to the East London Lynx, takes this game to 2-1.
Well, it was just a matter of time, really, wasn't it? They built up such a big lead, and there was certainly no signs of this East London Lynx comeback in the opening 2 sets. That's for sure. Taken fairly comfortably by sitting Grand Prix All-Stars. But in the end, East London Lynx putting together a good run at the right time in that set, coming back after the first technical timeout and getting their way back into this match. 2-1 the score.
The body language certainly looks different in this fourth set from the East London Lynx team. Certainly a lot more relaxed and a lot happier in terms of the performance in the last set. Rob Richardson certainly leading by example in that set.
Yeah, certainly. They seem the happier of the two teams at the moment after that dominant display in that third set. And East London Lynx have well and truly put themselves back into this match, and they certainly, what they didn't do in that previous set was find themselves a series of points behind at any point. So it wasn't necessarily a great start by them, but they were matching the All-Stars shot for shot, really, point for point, and then suddenly out of nowhere they built up a 10-point lead and turned this into a bit of a contest. So this is, of course, the first of 3 matches today. We've got the second legs of our Super 8s finals coming up after this match, which is an exhibition match. So make sure you hang around. We've got a couple of matches to conclude a little bit later today. But first of all, it's this sitting exhibition match between East London Lynx, 2-time champions this year, versus the sitting Grand Prix All-Stars. 2-1 the score.
Ben Richards to get us underway on this fourth set. Mark Speak with dominance at the net there, throwing the ball down. Point goes to the All-Stars. Matching the presence at the net there from Ned, putting the ball back down onto the All-Star side. Score 1-1.
Great shot there by Robert Richardson, finding the space at the back of the court. Oh, in fact, it wasn't Robert Richardson, it was Grosje. But either way, a good shot, and it gives East London Lynx the advantage in this early stages of this fourth set. The momentum perhaps still with them then. All-Stars certainly need to try and find some of that form that they showed in the first 2 sets.
Yeah, the London Lynx team are certainly applying the pressure behind that service line, mixing it up, difference between spin and float, long and short, really asking questions of the reception unit for the All-Stars team. Good net play there by Dudley, forcing the error from the Lynx side. Point goes towards the All-Stars. Service error there by the All-Stars. Momentum swings back in the favour of London Lynx with Grosje going back to serve. Ace service there by Grosje. Oh, Kev Tan, left-handed spike on the left-hand side of court. Point goes to All-Stars.
Well, we're definitely seeing more competitive volleyball now, aren't we?
Yeah, it's certainly more aggressive game. Power level stepping up, service pressure stepping up. Set to be a fantastic fourth set. Unfortunate there from Georgina, off balance, couldn't quite make the shot. The referee called her for a carry.
So heading towards the first technical timeout of this set. East London Lynx in charge at the moment.
Service errors creeping into the game now from both sides. Just need to get a little bit of concentration, a bit of discipline back into the teams. Rob Richardson, we're back with the serve. Can he take his team into the first technical timeout?
Well, that was close, wasn't it? Very, very close indeed.
Millimetres in that one, millimetres.
But the referees have judged that to have gone long, and I have to say it did look as though it was long. Well, that's gone the way of the All-Stars, and I think perhaps the East London Lynx can find themselves a little bit unlucky to go into that technical timeout behind. They could well have been 2 points ahead had things have slightly gone differently, but referees' decisions are final, and the score is 8-7, and somehow, after perhaps maybe not playing as well as they could do, London Lynx, I think, the better of the two sides in that opening exchange, but they're the team that trail in that first technical timeout. It is only by a point, so I'm sure they're not going to be too worried at the moment, and they have started playing a lot better, haven't they?
Yeah, nothing really in this game, in this set really, just trading points. No one's really had an opportunity to put a serving cluster together to drag their team into the lead and then apply the pressure to the other team. So Ian will just be asking the players to stabilise, control, be disciplined, remain focused, and the rest of the game will flow.
So it was the All-Stars that made the stronger start of the two teams, taking that two-set lead. But then East London Lynx certainly had a word with themselves. A dominant performance in the third set for them, taking that 25 points to 16, if my memory serves me correct. And certainly putting themselves back in with a fighting chance in this match. Well, the referee has issued a red card.
With Ian Legrand there, issuing a red card for his communication with the second referee. Point there goes to the All-Stars with Kev Tan to serve. Easy point after the technical timeout.
Wow. Ian Legrand maybe forgetting this is an exhibition match, but he's always going to want to win, isn't he? And I wonder how this is going to affect his team, because they now find themselves 3 points behind. They've got to get themselves organised because they were playing some very good volleyball, and that's a loose serve there by Kev Tan. He's been fairly consistent with his serving, but the game just taking a slight different turn at the moment. Sean Paul then to get things going again, but that serve is wide, and there's a bit of confusion amongst the ranks at the moment. A few loose serves coming in left, right and centre. Over now to Georgina Gledhill to see if she can restore parity and get this serve in and get this game back into its full flow.
Yeah, 3 errors on the bounce for the last 3 points. So 2 service errors and a set into the antenna. The game's kind of lost its way a little bit.
It has a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, get the focus back, the discipline.
You kind of felt like there might be a momentum shift as a result of that confusion and as a result of that red card to the East London Lynx coach in Legrand. They lose a point, they lose their coach, and it affects their concentration, but let's see if they can get their way back into it now.
Too much power there from Ben Richards. Point goes towards London Lynx.
And Pollard looking to put together a little run here. That's clever play, isn't it? He thought twice about the smash mark speak, instead using his mind well there to pick out an empty bit of court, and can't help but feel the All-Stars are starting to find their momentum again. That's a big, powerful play there by Sean Paul for East London Lynx.
Yeah, lack of communication there between the two players. It results in the ball just landing between them. There's nothing worse to the player when two people shout mine, the ball hits the deck. The referee's obviously unhappy with something. There's a net contact there from Samantha Gill.
I think a substitution perhaps on the cards for the All-Stars. A couple of their players in the background with numbers in their hands, which suggests they might be looking to mix things up a bit, but at the moment the All-Stars,
this is a good front line at the moment for the All-Stars. Mark Speak there, and also Dudley showing their presence at the net with the blocking, putting a lot of pressure onto the Lynx team. Confusion down there from the timeout buzzer being pressed. Nobody knows if it's a timeout, it's a timeout, not a timeout, who's serving, who's not serving. Great angle shot there from Sean Paul, and a good defence touch. What can they do? Oh, unfortunate, that rally ended in an error.
Scatty play there, wasn't it? And here come those substitutions then. The timeout buzzer was perhaps for the substitutions, not for the not for a timeout in the end. So it's Harry Dawson and Georgina Gledhill that are going to make way. And on comes Keith Hill, the coach for the All-Stars, wanting to get a bit of the action again. And Stephanie Fu making her way back on. 3 points ahead at the moment.
Oh, fantastic hit, swing there.
There's nothing you can do about that. Vicky Widdop.
Power and precision straight through the block of the All-Stars team. The London Lynx side go back and serve. The score is 15-13.
So the Jill then to get things going for the East London Lynx. It's a good long deep serve that.
Kev Tam with a fantastic reverse set there to Dudley. Off the block again and out.
Dudley Tring then getting that smash to give the All-Stars the advantage heading into this technical timeout. And they're the team on top at the moment. Just 3 points in it. But they've consolidated their lead, haven't they? And they've certainly changed the way they've been playing, because prior to that, I think East London Lynx were on top, weren't they? They won that third set fairly convincingly, but All-Stars relaxing a little bit into their game a bit more.
I'm looking at some stats here, and there's just the All-Star team are the ones that's making less errors at the moment, and the scoreline reflects that.
Tring looking to get things going again for the All-Stars, and we saw a good little run of serves with him in the first set. I think won 6 or 7 points in a row. So we know he's got that in his locker. And it's a good start by him, a good long deep serve that Grosje did his best to get on to.
Yeah, he's certainly mixing up his serves. He likes to go line, then cross court, really attacking the sidelines of the court.
Well, technical timeout, just 2 points since that technical timeout. Timeout called this time by Ian Legrand.
Ian's just trying to unsteady the ship of the All-Stars team. I mean, Dudley certainly putting on the pressure behind that service line, and this is an opportunity for Ian to have a chat with his players and really get into the mind of Dudley.
Yeah, well, everything's going the way of the All-Stars at the moment. They lead by 5 points. They've got Dudley Tring on serve. And they're going to make a couple of changes again. Dudley Tring being taken off.
Richard Stacey Chapman replaces Mark Speak, and Tyler replaces Dudley. Tyler to serve.
Yeah, Tyler's going straight on to serve, isn't he? So this is interesting, coming straight off the subs bench to serve. Let's see how he manages with that.
Good set by Tyler there, out to wide 4. Ben Richardson.
Out as Robert Richardson grimaces. 6 points the difference now.
Yeah, tried to seek his cheeky second ball over that just was unsuccessful.
And that's just gone wide. It's an interesting decision, isn't it, to replace McLaren with Tring on the serve. I thought that Tring was getting a good little run going then. So Robert Richardson to get things going and try and build a bit of momentum for East London Lynx, and that's a fantastic serve, isn't it?
It is a fantastic serve, however,
Nice.
it's out.
It's out, yep. Jinxed by the announcer, who was...
the commentator's curse kicks in.
Yeah.
Richard Stacey Chapman there with a roll shot over.
Great rally, this.
Great
frustration
swing
then
by
for
Vicky there, taking control for the London Lynx.
and
Power and precision.
Tyler McLaren unable to keep that out. What a rally that was, though. Well, you kind of feel now that the All-Stars are in a very strong position here, aren't they? 6 points to the good, just 4 points away from victory.
Yeah, all they need to do now is just trade to see this set out. The Lynx team just seem to be making too many errors at the important times, allowing the All-Star team to gather and build on more momentum.
But it's a strange match, this, because they absolutely dominated the third set, which maybe gave us a little glimpse of what they're capable of, were they to be playing their best volleyball.
Sean Poole there with an error in defence. You could see frustration reaching out for his toe, stretching those hamstrings. Point goes the way of the All-Stars, 22-16.
Just 3 points away from victory then now. They're going to be feeling very confident about this, aren't they?
Grosje there showing power at the net to try and claw one back there for London Lynx, off the block and out.
Well, Samantha Gill unable to get that over, and now it's just 2 points. The countdown continues, but a timeout is called by Ian Legrand. They're going to need something really to go their way, aren't they? They're going to need to get their run of 6 points, 7 points maybe even, to really pile that pressure on. Tension building then. A fantastic third set by East London Lynx. They've been unable to match the heights that they reached in that set.
Yeah, Lynx have lost the way midway through this set, which is allowing the All-Star team just to cluster the points, making significantly less errors, and put themselves in a real chance to win this set and the game. 2 points away from winning the game, set and match.
Well, that's a good start there by Grosje.
Yeah, just using the block to his advantage, off the side of the block and out. Easy point, goes back down the service line. Can he apply the pressure here to bring his team back into this game? Rob Richardson really expressing some power there in the net. Great aggression. That's 1 point save for London Lynx.
Well, they're on a little run here, aren't they? That's 3 straight points since that timeout was called by coach Ian Legrand. And this is a good little run of serves. Oh, that's a fantastic return there, which gives us our first match point of the afternoon. Royal precision there by Stephanie Fume to look so easy. And it's match point now. Richard Stacey Chapman to serve for the match. And
there
that's
it is. Game, set and match to the All-Stars. Ben Richards finishes off the game.
Well, in the end, it's the sitting Grand Prix All-Stars that take this exhibition match, the first match of the day. They do it in 4 sets, 3 sets to 1. A very dominant performance in the third set by East London Lynx, but overall the All-Stars just perhaps a little bit too strong for East London Lynx. This the first of 3 matches we've got for you today. The second of which, of course, being the Super 8s women's second leg match between Team Northumbria and Polonia. That's going to be coming up after this match. It's Team Northumbria that take the advantage heading into that match, though. 3 sets to 2. They won their match. A very close match, though. So potentially that one going to 5 sets again. It wouldn't surprise me. And then, of course, we've got the Super 8s men's second leg final. The first leg in that match going to Polonia. Again, a very close match.
Yeah, we're set for a fantastic afternoon of volleyball down here at the Kettering Conference Centre. 2 teams on top of the game at the moment. It's set to be a battle this afternoon.
So make sure you stay tuned then. We've got our next match coming up shortly, and that is, of course, the second leg of the women's Super 8s final between Team Northumbria and Polonia.